There you are. It's top 4. 4 rounds. Why is my timer not working? Turns is working. Timer. There it goes. Okay. Alright, so this should definitely be a fast one, if nothing else. Looks like Ben is maybe taking a mulligan. Looks like Jasmine's going to start with a fetch land here. I really got to move this monitor out the way. I wonder if she has any idea what her opponent is playing. Probably not. She's probably not really familiar with her opponent's strategy either. But I don't really think that'll play a factor too much. I mean, there's not really much she can do about it. Kind of is what it is. Both decks are going to do their thing, and looks like she spends a Rift Bolt, so she doesn't have a dude on the early turns of the game. I wonder if this deck plays Smallpox. I like Smallpox quite a bit, but Funeral Charm makes her discard a card. I believe that one can also give a creature -2/-1. I can't spell Charm. +2/-1 or Swamp Walk. So it looks like he takes 3 here. Couldn't really see what she discarded. I was too busy spelling Charm wrong. So Grim Lavamancer, here we go. Looks like she sacrifices this duder for maybe a tapped land and passes. We'll see. Just a mountain. See what Ben's got here. Another swamp. Looks like some cards he... Is that a dismember? No, Wrench Mind. Okay. The card's probably really good in this match. That's where you can discard 2 cards or discard an artifact instead. So it's of the Thirst for Knowledge cycle, if you can really call that a cycle. Looks like she discarded a land. Can't really see what she's been discarding here, but Slavamancer should do some stuff. Looks like she suspends. And she's gonna go ahead and shoot her opponent here for 2. Looks like she discarded a Skullcrack. Couldn't make out what the other card was. Alright, Ben untaps, draws a card. Looks like he's got a Mutavault. Taps a swamp, goes for another Funeral Charm as she discards her last card, which is Lightning Bolt. And plays the Rack. So this one is going to deal some damage to Jasmine. So at the beginning of each of her upkeeps, she's going to take some life here. So she takes 3 as her opponent takes 3 also. Looks like she drew a spell here. So it looks like she casts Boros Charm to deal 4 to her opponents. And then she attacks as well. So looks like he's attacking with the Mutavault here. Well, if you're not going to block with it, you might as well attack. That's for sure. Looks like she draws a land here. It'd be interesting to see if she plays that. I don't think she would. I don't really think there's any upside to playing it. You know, you can't really, you know, I don't really think she's in a spot to mitigate, or I don't really think her deck is in any way able to mitigate the damage that rack's gonna do to her, so I think I would probably hang on to it as well. Looks like Ben's got a 5th land here. Urborg is gonna let that Mutavault tap for black if it comes up. Looks like he's thinking here. Not really sure what he could be thinking about, because if he has discard spell, obviously he's gonna snap it off. Cast Smallpox, that's a pretty good one there. Looks like both players are gonna lose a life. I don't know why he was thinking about that so long. Yep, and then she got attacked for 2. Get another set of vials. I can dig it. Well, looks like she takes 3 from the rack there and packs it on in. So the rack player wins that first one. 1-0. It's going to be pretty important here for Jasmine to have some kind of way to kill artifacts. Which I know she does have in Destructive Revelry. I mean, she kind of will key into that, I believe. Looks like she puts a couple of them in there. That might be about it. Looks like Searing Blaze is coming out. Can't really blame her there. Looks like she had a couple Revelries come in. I thought she had a 3rd one maybe. I would have brought in the 3rd one as well. But, you know, when you're not really familiar with what's going on, can't really say much there. Makes sense. Looks like Ben has some disfigures. Those will be pretty good against cards like Goblin Guide or Grim Lavamancer. 4 for 15. I'm not going to cut you the Broski deal on the 4 for 15 vials. I don't even think we have any vials. We might have one, but it's like $30-something probably. And Jasmine will be on the play this game. So she has an early dude. That'll be important. You know, whenever you're able to play a creature early in the deck, you can typically deal more than 3 points of damage with it, so the card's kind of worth multiple cards at that point. $150 for vials. $1.50. Yeah, probably not. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Whenever Ben is on the play, if he's able to play a smallpox after Jasmine plays a creature, I mean that's basically that's game time right there, because you kill a land, a creature, discard a card. It's just brutal. Looks like they're gonna keep Mount on, and there's a Swift Spear. Okay, so Ben takes one. Looks like he's got a basic swamp, and he's gonna think about casting Funeral Charm. It's not gonna do him any good. Goes for Raven's Crime instead. No one currently. Looks like she's got a fetch land here. I'm sure she'll take the maximum amount of damage here. Yep, she does. No one is playing the Death Cloud today. Sad times. I would have liked to, but gotta judge these Grand Prix trials. Next week, hopefully, I'll play it. Another Swift Spear, and there's a Spike. This is going to be a good turn for Jasmine. Attacks for 4 more. And before you know it, you're at 12. Play Raven's Crime, you're at 12. Dragon's Claw. Whenever Jasmine plays a red spell, Ben's going to gain a life. There's ye old Dragon's Claw. It's like she has mono Swift Spears. I mean, not really a bad place to be in. One thing to note, Jasmine is red-green colorblind, so it takes her a little while to search through her deck just because of, you know, her condition, but so she has to look at the pictures and stuff. So I know some people are kind of trolly about, oh my god, you know, you're playing burn, you're so slow, yada yada yada. There's actual merit, you know what I mean, as to what's going on. One time I gave her my Death Cloud deck, which is black and green, so all the black cards look black and all the green cards look black. So it was just a nightmare. And that was kind of before I knew, you know, what was going on. So I felt kind of bad. But that's just kind of the story behind that. As she plays a 3rd Swift Spear. Looks like if she has a spell, it's gonna be just about game. And that's 2, 4, 6. You're at 5, bucko. Okay. Can't really imagine him coming back from this. He would need like Bile Blight. Yep, triple Swift Spear. If he has Bile Blight, I was about to lose my mind. This is Shrieking Affliction, I believe is the name of that one. It's like another rack card. See if I can pull this up here. Essentially the same thing in enchantment form. A little worse than the rack, but very similar. One short for damnation. I think that if she does in fact have more destructive revelries, even if she doesn't really know what's going on, if she's not really familiar with her opponent's deck, he did cast an artifact and an enchantment that game, both of which were different than the one that she saw in the first game. So, pretty good reason to max out on that card, in my opinion. I thought she had 3, but maybe she only has 2. That is definitely one of those sideboard cards. It's like when you draw it, it's like a booyah, kill your sweet thing, change the course of the game. So looks like neither player is sideboarding any additional cards here, or taking out cards. I guess both decks don't really have much. I don't think she's playing Exquisite Firecraft. But I don't really think that either of these decks will deviate from their strategy much on the player of the draw. I don't think there are extra, like, 1-drops Jasmine could bring in, you know, or sideboard cards like Deflecting Bomb, Destructive Revelry. You know, maybe she has, like, Rest in Peace. I don't know. But anyway, both players keep. She goes ahead and plays a Wooded Hills, sacrifices it. Looks like she's gonna take 3 here. She passed a mountain. Goes for the Sacred Foundry. God, I really gotta move this monitor. Okay. Looks like she's got a Goblin Guide, probably the best one she could have there. Yep, you got there's a Shrieking Affliction for you. That'll be good later. And Inquisition's pretty good now, so. Boy. The no-landers are definitely the best against the discard decks because you have so many spells to play. Like if she does a land in the next 1 or 2 turns, it's gonna be basically like she always had one. Now, if her opponent has smallpox, that could be a different story. Definitely one aspect where mana screwed, you can get wrecked. It's like he takes 4. He's got it. He looks like he's got Wrench Mind. Looks like he does have it, in fact. But I don't know if he has another land. Alright, looks like both player loses a life here. Yep, indeed. And she discards Searing Blaze. Interesting, that's still in her deck, but hey. Looks like she doesn't have a land here, so definitely super awkward Goblin Guide. Gotta do your trigger, Inquisition. Boy. I'm guessing he's gonna play the Inquisition. I don't really. Pretty awkward. Pretty awkward. Guess you just take the bolt. Well, yeah. That's tough. Argument could be made for the Goblin Guide, but here she draws a Bloodstained Mire. Goes ahead and sacks it there. Here I would... I guess Mountain's probably fine. She doesn't really have any... I guess she has a Lightning Helix in her hand. Not sure how many Mountains are in her deck, but... yeah, he did let her keep the Eidolon, so... I'm not really sure how that card plays out in this match, but if you're at a lower life total, I could definitely see it being a mistake to not take it. Generally, it's a snap take, you know, whenever you're the Inquisition deck, but here, I'm not really sure. Alright, looks like he's going to take 4 and do the triggers. Looks like he got a swamp. Looks like he was not really sure how that worked, but he got 2 swamps there. There's a Liliana. Another swamp. So he's got a bunch of stuff going on now. So if he can play 2 spells, that'd be good, but Wrench Mine, discard 2 cards. Looks like she only had the 2 cards left. Wow. I think this is probably going to do it. She spends it, takes 4, I mean, does the Goblin Guide things. Looks like there's a swamp, there's a swamp. Infinite lands. He needs like Zurin Orb. Yep, pretty much game. I mean, he's dead on board to the Lightning Bolt. Or Rift Bolt, sorry. And there you go. Alright, I'll see if there's another match. Let's see, looks like they're done. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get another match here on the stream. Let's see. 1 lander and win. Looks like she's 2-0 with burn, so there you go. Definitely interesting the way that game played out. Definitely not having an extra land off after casting at Smallpox cost him the game. I mean we all saw it played out. Especially when he had threats in play on the opponent's side, when he, you know, left over after the Pox in the Goblin Guide. And he didn't have a 1-mana removal spell. So I don't know what the right thing to do was. Maybe it was what he did, but he just play the odds on drawing some lands. But I don't know, definitely interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go work on getting another match, and I'll be right back, guys.